What is up, MLSP? Justice Egan here, excited to be cutting this tutorial video for you here for the MLSP blog. Got some amazing information for you. Going to share something with you that's getting me some really cool results by mixing great storytelling with Facebook ads, and mixing lifestyle in and all that good stuff. So, you may notice this isn't my usual setting here. I'm actually at, some of you know, Cesar Rodriguez and Tanya Eliza's house. I'm at their house for an amazing mastermind down here, and I've ducked out into Caesar's office. A pretty sweet place. They just bought their dream home, so make sure to drop a comment below and congratulate them on that big accomplishment. They've been huge contributors to this community and to the industry as a whole, so give them a big shout out. Really proud of them. Huge inspiration to be at this awesome house and see what they've accomplished. What I'm going to share with you here is something that I saw going on. This was a style of ad that I used to see a lot of people use. I don't see it used as much anymore. Facebook ads is obviously always changing, but I wanted to bring it back and bring it back with a little bit of twist, and test some things out in my business. And as you can see from the screen here, let's see, we've got, I'm running an ad right now tracking conversions. This is into a webinar registration here. 59-cent conversions, 48-cent conversions, dollar conversions, 39-cent conversions, dollar conversions. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. I don't usually, when going directly into a webinar registration, get numbers like that, okay? Even I'm really pumped about these numbers, but even on the previous ads that I've tested, I've been able to get anywhere in that $1 to $3.50 range that I want to be at, for my webinar registrations. And I've done some other things with this where I've been twisted it to get people dropping comments, sending me messages, whatever the case may be, whatever the outcome is, whatever the action that I want them to take, I've been able to get that action taken so that I can connect with these people in whatever fashion and grow my business. And it's really promising. And the more I play with it, the better it's going to get. So I'm sure you're wondering, Justice, what are you doing? And why don't I dive in here and show you what I'm doing? So I'm going to go to a couple of example ads, and I'm just going to kind of walk you through what it is about these ads that I think is working so well, why I really like these ads, and the elements so that you can go out there and model it in your business. So let's go over to one of the first ads. Okay, so here's one of the first ads that I ran recently. You may have seen this ad show up. This is actually a picture from MLSP's Live the Dream. Now, what I really like, well, this is a post I put on my page, right? And then I pushed it out in the form of an ad. What I really like about doing this regular Facebook post, this regular style Facebook post on a picture with, you cannot see a link right now, and promoting this, there's a couple things I really like about this. One, I am telling a big story that goes along with a really great picture that drives a lot of engagement. So I'm looking for pictures of, fun pictures, pictures of me with friends, pictures that look natural, the types of pictures you would post on your Facebook page, lifestyle pictures, right? The types of posts that, that you wouldn't even look at and say, hey, this is an ad. You see, Facebook is really pushing us towards native advertising. They're trying to protect the user experience of their audience. And so the idea of taking a capture page and pushing that out to somebody who has absolutely no idea who you are, everybody's used to seeing these ads now, and if they start hiding them or saying, hey, this is the type of thing I want to see, your relevance score goes down and you can lose an ads account. You definitely can get out of favor with Facebook very quickly. So what I really like about this is when I push a picture like this out in front of a cold audience, it looks like one of their friends' Facebook posts. And my experience has been that the relevance score, which is something we want to watch on our post, we want to keep it, from my understanding, 6 or above. Okay, the higher the better. The relevance score on these ads I've been running has been a 10 across the board. Cold audience, warm audience, whatever the case may be. So what I really like about this, if you read this ad, one thing I like to do is I like to kind of start the story off and then leave sort of a cliffhanger, a little bit of an open loop that makes it so that people have to click to continue into the post. So you'll see I grabbed this pic with a group of amazing marketers and entrepreneurs right before we set out to answer the most pressing business building questions of hundreds of up and coming home business entrepreneurs. Believe it or not, everything came down to one core question. So what's the one core question? Well, that is the open loop that makes people need to move forward and read this post. And what you'll see when I open this up here, and there's a bunch of people here, so don't mind if you hear people cutting videos in the background or any of that stuff. What you see when you open this, is I've written a very long, story-driven, almost email style post. Okay, this is like I would write a lengthy story-driven email to my list. And it gives me a really incredible opportunity to connect with people. It gives me an opportunity to do a lot of cool things. I can handle objections ahead of time, right? I can really, I can really speak to the pains, the desires of that person before they ever get on a link. All right, before I'm ever putting a link or saying click here, any of that. So you add the fact that there's been a lot of engagement on this post, that it looks like a regular post, that it's a lifestyle-driven picture, that it creates a lot of curiosity for them, which is a big driver of people. And then when they start reading, you start hitting on their pains, their desires, you start creating more curiosity, leading them along to the post, then they see a link. Big difference, and what I'm seeing is people are responding really well to it. So if you go down through this, you can see, and you can see I don't put a link in here until a little ways down. I'm telling them about a webinar. You can register here, right? And I was getting webinar registers for this webinar at about $2 a piece, which is really good for me for webinar registrants. Now, guys, I want to make something super clear. All leads are not created equal, okay? The price you get on a lead, the price someone else gets on a lead, the price someone else gets on a lead, it's not universal. It really isn't. It depends on what you're selling, depends on how well you're converting, right? What you want is a situation in which you can pay more for a lead than anybody else because your offer is converting that well, because what you're doing is that successful, so you can actually outbid everybody else. That's the goal, okay? So that's kind of a shift in thinking there from get the cheapest lead to, hey, I want to put myself in a position where I can pay more than the next guy for a lead and still be in profit. So give that some thought. But as you can see, same thing, big long email style post brings us down to the picture, a couple of links in there, people click, they get registered. Now I'm going to show you a little twist on this type of ad. All right, now this is the same style of ad. You can see lifestyle picture, me and my buddy Adam. A lot of you in the community are familiar with Adam. We've done some challenges inside here, and this is a post from us at Cozumel. Really great lifestyle post, sipping tequila, palm trees in the background. Definitely something that your friends would share if they were out and about on Facebook on vacation. Again, it doesn't look like an ad. Doesn't look like I'm invading somebody's newsfeed. This, if you read this, it's hard to imagine that just 4 years ago I was 33-year-old waiter slinging pasta in an Italian chain restaurant. I'd only sponsored one person in my business in my first 6 months and hadn't been on a vacation in years. Okay? Then, now, as I stood in Cozumel sipping tequila with my good buddy and business partner Adam Chandler, a trip which we gave away for our top affiliates, I couldn't help but think how much things had changed. And I take them right into storytelling land. And this was a promotion for My Lead System Pro, for taking a trial of My Lead System Pro. And I take the role of the skeptic. I remember fighting the skepticism as I plunked down $10 for the trial. And I go on and on. We make a big offer, we create a lot of curiosity. Again, we hit on a lot of pains, a lot of benefits for the person who takes the $10 trial, but we do not tell them what the system is. All right, we leave that for them to figure out. We create a lot of curiosity. When you get down to the end here, and I really like this, it talks about this challenge we're doing and take a $10 trial and all that good stuff, and then it says, here's what you have to do next. 1, like this post, and 2, drop a comment below requesting more info. Then keep an eye out because I'll be reaching out personally to connect. Bonus, if you also share this post, must be in addition to steps above, I'll give you access to a special paid webinar that I'm doing, right? It's a $37 value, etc. So now let's go down here and look. This got shared 17 times, it was liked 300 times, and people dropped 33 comments. All right. Now, I actually didn't get a chance to test any other pictures or any other copy. I know I can tweak this down and get much better numbers. I spend about $150 on this ad. You might say, well, Justice, $150 for just 33 comments. You didn't even put a link in there. What's going, that's not so great. Well, here's the deal. Even though I'm spending roughly, what do you figure that is, 4 and change a comment, now on your Facebook fan page, you can reach out and send a message directly to people who comment. So if you encourage people to drop a comment in exchange for something, you're giving them incentive, now you can reach out and make that connection. So not only did these people get registered for the webinar, not only did some of them share and get my other webinar, the paid webinar, which had an upsell on the back end, which gets them into my membership site, which gets them on my buyers list, which gets them into my Facebook group, right? Which gets them into my world. But several people on this thread made purchases from me. So this was a profitable ad. Plus, I got to make a connection with about 33 people and get a bunch of people on my email list and into my products. Pretty cool stuff. So, don't look at this as $4 a comment. Look at this as an opportunity for people to get targeted people to raise their hand and ask you to reach out to them with the information you have. And all you have to do is find a good picture that's appealing, understand who your audience is and that you want to put it in front of, and create a great story that goes along with that picture that leads them to the next step. Allow benefit, all right, allow solving a problem, understanding their pains, and creating a lot of curiosity to move them to the next step. Now, the last thing you may be wondering is, what type of Facebook ad am I actually running here? And the cool part is that you're still running the Facebook ad based on objective. Here's what I mean by that. If you want people to leave comments and share and do all that stuff, then you're going to run an engagement ad. You're going to run a page post engagement ad there. But if you want people to convert, like my webinar ads, what you can do is you can go into the Power Editor, create a conversion and a campaign that is set for conversion. And when you get into the ad creative, you can actually choose an old existing post and choose a post that's on your newsfeed, or choose a post that you've done as a dark post. So you can still run a conversion ad where Facebook is going to put this ad, they're going to put this post I've made in front of people who are more likely to convert, even though it's not your typical click to website style conversion ad. So I hope that makes sense to some of you. If it doesn't and it's a little over your head, that's okay. Here's what you need to do. You need to create this style of post. You need to tell people what to do next. You need to go get it posted on your page, and then you just need to go and create a first Facebook ad if this is something new to you. You're either going to go for a page post engagement ad if you're looking to get engagement on this ad, or if you're familiar with the Power Editor, you can go in and do a conversion ad and actually try and drive people to a webinar page where they can convert and get right onto your list. So hope you found this super, super helpful. Remember, tell a story here. Find a picture that represents lifestyle, that looks like something that would be in people's newsfeed anyway. Get them super engaged. Write this like you would write your best email and move them to the next step. Take advantage of mixing great storytelling with Facebook ads, and great things are going to happen in your business. Hope you found this super helpful, guys. If you're not inside My Lead System Pro, imagine if the training is like this on the blog, what it would be like inside the system. Literally the best place if you want to learn how to market your MLM business or your direct sales, affiliate marketing, whatever kind of home business you're in, MLSP is the solution if you want more leads and sales. So I definitely recommend you take the trial and check it out. And if you're an MLSP member and you got loads of value and you love MLSP, drop a comment below and we'll talk to you very soon.